Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, the bond to the apostle, the elder, the great millstone, peace, citation, your brothers doing work, sincerity, and the truth. Hey, just want to get into it, just basically in this whole matter that we walk, we gotta have our defenses up, because Satan is ready to pounce on you every time. You know the recent things about the guy in Philly can get your spirit twisted to the side where you feel like, oh man, they gonna come and get us for doing this, because now they really coming. Now they really trying to come after us. But if you look at it, no matter what, them devils still gonna come after the people of the Lord. So you can't avert or avoid the hell that's to come. So hey, you might as well run in a good race and sharpen yourself and stay protected in Yahweh Shemel Shah. Just keeping His grace and the glory and walk in the Spirit, so you can avoid or have your to be protected, just to have your protection by Yahweh Shemel Shah, by doing His work. You can't fall to the wayside, because the world is not having a inkling of what really is to come. They think they could buy their way out. You got Israelites that think they could give you a prosperity doctrine on the way out. No, this thing is spiritual, right? So don't fall or falter. Get geared up, because hey, a soldier does what? Hey, he gets ready. Because you're in a spiritual war. He gets ready for war, man. So, brothers, you got that?
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
To really to quench the fiery darts of the wicked is to go through the words and the books of the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because those darts are gonna come, because they don't want you to know this truth. He don't want you to acquire the understanding of this word. He wants you to party and bullshit. He wants you to give heed to seducing spirits. But he don't want you to stay in this the graces of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Why is that? He don't want to come out of his he don't want you to come out of your slumber that you're in. That's a good one. Right? He don't want you to come out of that. Okay? Right? Yeah. Okay, the word quenching that is out of the Greek is 4570, which is sabenami. Sabenami. Alright? It means to extinguish or quench, or to stifle, to suppress, or of divine influence. So he don't want that divine influence to be on you. And that's when you see brothers who have the anointing. He wants that anointing to fall, not to be on you, because the Lord will be protecting you. It's a protection thing. Man. All right, not to stifle your spirit. He wants you to be stifled. He wants, don't be stifled in this world and this Satan. Read that again.
This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith.
And the shield is what? Protection. Yep, you got to cover yourself with that. Go ahead.
Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Wait, wow. To quench all. That means it's going to be a whole plethora of wickedness coming at you. Mm-hmm. And you can see it in your everyday life. Women in your face, they got men, or lusted eyes, man, or whatever Esau has as propaganda, and to make people believe that that the Most High is not coming. You know. So to quench all the fiery darts, and the fiery darts are those things, man.
Yep.
You know, those are and it's more, a whole bunch of them, man. It's not just a little handful of them. It's a lot of them. You know, your woman trying to get you out the truth. That's Satan.
Yep.
Right? They want you to subside and go to sleep and slumber, man. All right?
I got a precept for you.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It's right. It's time to come out of that snooze that you in. It's time that you see the Israelites out there. It's time to come into the fold, or through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, to bring you in the fold. To have yourself covered by the shield of faith, because faith is all we got. We don't have weapons that can mass destruction, that can destroy Esau and all the Edomites at this moment. We got faith, which is better than weapons of mass destruction, right? All right.
Right, the vocab, like a couple weeks ago, they were stuck on, well, why you keep doing this? Faith. It sounds crazy, bro. Man, the word faith sounded crazy to me before I came into the know of these scriptures. Right. Even I'll be like, why you doing faith, man? Faith. You know?
Faith is the protector of his saints, man. That's the battle gear we got, man. Do me a favor and go up to 11, verse 11.
Okay, in Ephesians?
Or no, go to Ephesians.
Okay, Khan.
Go to 10 to 11.
Okay, Khan. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.
Be strong. Be sure in the Lord. Go ahead.
And in the power of His might.
Yep. And not of the world of your pastor who lies to you. These words are true. To be strong in Yahweh by Shem Shai's might. Not because your great grandma is the head of the family. You know? Not because of that. Let's go to the word strong. And that sentence, it says idunamo, idunamo. All right? Which means to be strong, to endure. If you get it out of that word. So endure, say strong, but endure with strength, and strengthening to receive strength. Be strengthened, increase. You know, so increase in strength and be strengthened and strong to endure in Yahweh Shem Shai. It says to be bold, headstrong. So keeping your mind on the Lord. Go ahead, brother.
Put on verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right.
Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, that goes into the Greek 38:33. It says panolia. Okay, that means a full armor, complete armor, includes shield, sword, okay, lance, things that defend, greaves, and a breastplate. Okay, so put on a whole armor, so protect. It says just a complete protection in Yahweh Shem Shai. What? That constitutes faith, which is your protection, and which in turn, your faith garners protection with Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, that means the angels can protect you. You know, Lord be it, etc. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Yep, kind. Don't jump back down.
Okay, kind.
Yep, jump back down. Yep, to 16 again. Go okay. You're in Romans. Romans what, 13?
Yep.
Okay, what was the 13 and 11?
11, I believe.
13 and 11, kind.
Yep.
All right? If you finish that, go down to 17.
Okay, kind.
You know what? No, was that? We need that first Peter's, right?
Oh yeah.
Was that for the next?
Well, that was for 16.
Got it.
So read 16.
So read 16
Okay,
again.
kind.
On that.
Yep. This is Ephesians. Again, Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Okay, kind. So to quench, to stop those fiery darts of the wicked.
And you know what? That's also letting us know we not gonna quench the fiery darts of the wicked on our own.
Right.
All right. It ain't. Oh, I'm gonna do it just because I'm a big bad brother. I'm gonna be able to fight Satan. Nah.
I'm great in the scriptures. I know these scriptures.
Nah, it's gonna take faith. You gonna have to actually be like, you know what, I got, because the Lord gonna put you in a position to where it's not gonna be nothing physical you can do. To stop, you gonna have to just be like, you know what, Yahweh Hashem Al Shai, I got faith in you that you gonna deliver me out of this, and that's how you're gonna quench the fiery darts of the wicked.
That's right.
It says right here, faith.
Yep, that's right.
I got that First Peter for you too.
Yep. It says right here in faith. It's all about faith. Faith is the things that evidence the things not seen.
Come.
Right? Things hoped for. So keep your hope in Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. Go ahead.
This is First Peter chapter 5 and verse 8.
Go to 7. Go to 7.
Okay, Con. This is First Peter chapter 5 and verse 7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you.
Yeah, right. Because they said that's what how your protection. So he cares for you. That his protection is in giving his men protection because of the word that's being spoken. Because what? Your faith is belief in him. And that's what he requires of a man of the Lord. To be a man of the Lord, you can only have faith. You know? And he still have to choose you. Go ahead, bro.
Kind. Verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant.
Be sober, man. Sober-minded in this world. Don't be drunken off of other philosophies. Don't go into other windows of doctrine, which is wine, man. What philosophies are wine. Don't go there. Be all engulfed in that, and because now the Hebrew Israelite thing is good, but you see it's getting hot. You got guys that's coming in here because it's the hottest thing out there now.
Right.
Right? But Most High will weed them out. Go ahead.
Kind.
Be vigilant.
Yeah, be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil,
he's the contrary to you, right? Go ahead.
As a roaring lion walketh about you, Salakia, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
Right. They say your enemy Shaitan, which is the so-called white man, and the spiritual demon saying is your enemy, man.
Yeah.
He's seeing how he can get you out of this truth. That's why he's sitting in Vocab Malone, walking about, going to camp, seeing who he can devour. You know? He got him and his minions. But the Spirit of the Lord always prevails. No? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, continue on reading. In verse 9. Verse 9. Whom resisteth steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
Yeah, these are things we all gonna go through.
Yep.
And they're gonna go, we're gonna be all subjected to the same thing. Where we're not all exempt because this, that, and the other. We got to go through the same. The wiles of the devil is gonna hit us the same way or other ways. You know, what they say, your fear or whatever, it creeps up on you, whatever. But whatever ways it comes, it's gonna be against the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So we got to defend it and deflect, right? All right. Verse 18. We got to get 17. Go ahead.
Okay.
Verse 17.
In Ephesians. Okay, kind. Ephesians chapter
6 and 17.
6 and 17. And take the helmet of salvation.
So what does the helmet do? The helmet, it protects. All right? The helmet of salvation, the protection of salvation. Right? All right?
And the sword of the Spirit,
right,
which is the word of the Most High Yahweh.
So when you have, the whole thing of an armor, let's say the helmet, because when you have armor, armory has a man who put on armor in the ancient world, he put on a helmet, and then they have a sword. So when you defending yourself in the spiritual against spiritual wickedness, you got to put on helmet to block your mind, which is from going into every mind. And then the sword is to defend. And sword is in the spiritual sword is that's how you use it. And our spiritual sword is right here. All right. Go ahead.
I had a quick precept.
Oh, which is the word? Because the word is sharper than two in the end. It's sharper than any two-edged sword of Yahweh. Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, we can't. You can't see that. You can't see that. That this mate that he's sending his. He trying to send out. What they call those? 2 Corinthians 2:11. You see he's sending out his minions.
Yep.
To try to block the truth from people that were trying to seek the truth. It just take a word for somebody to fall off or the track of being an Israelite or coming into the fold. It's being faithless. And guys like Vocab Malone is out there to try to stop faith.
Yeah, he a devil.
He a devil.
And what do the word devil go back to? The Latin diablo, which means deceiver.
That's right.
All right, so yeah, Vocab Malone, he's a devil. That's man. You people think we call y'all devil because y'all skin so-called white, and no, your actions, man. All right, it's your spirit. It's your wicked spirit that make you a devil. All right, you're the physical counterpart, like the brother said, to the spiritual demon Shaitan, who is Satan. All right, and you're an adversary. You're adverse to everything in these scriptures, man.
And you know, it's a lot of enemies to the Lord when you got guys that's in calling themselves Israelites, calling on the wrong name. So that wrong name is not the protection that that's not going to protect you. You're not going to get the protection by calling them Yahweh and this thing is okay. You got Israelite camps that's out here calling them Yahweh or looking into the book of Yahweh. What the hell? Some dude called me a Christian because I read out of the Bible. It's a book of Yahweh. It's $1,500. Nigga, the nigga's really mad. Still mad today. But you niggas is full of shit, man. You don't have, the first thing is to know the alphabet and to know how you can enunciate words. You guys go into what somebody told you. Now y'all niggas all tobacco and talking about you a priest. You getting you're a rabbi, calling yourself a rabbi, and now you know, and that's calling people out. You going around telling people stuff, and you're not even doing the same thing. You know, I'm talking about the Israelites that's calling on other names of the Lord and not Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Right.
Right? Okay. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 8. I start at 7. It says, for they that are asleep, sleep in the night. And for they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Yep. All right? But let us, who are of the day, be sober. Put it on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet of hope and salvation. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation in the Lord Yahushua. So these things are, he to protect us, man, in this thing, man. The Lord Yahushua, he says, the scripture says he encamped. Basically, the angels are camping around him.
That's Psalms 34.
Yeah, kind of. Let's go to verse 11. Church 10, it says, who has died for us. Yahushua died for us. Yahushua died for us. Yep. It says whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with them. Because if we die, if we're not dead at that moment or sleep, but we still doing the faith, keeping the faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, we could be in those chariots when that day comes, man. You know, even if you're dead, you could be waking up into the chariot. It said, wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, as also you do. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Oh, Khan, I just wanted to bring this out because, you just spoke on Yahushua. Hey, the brother not lying. Yahushua literally warned his disciples and apostles about Satan, and here go the proof of that. All right, this is St. Luke, chapter 22 and verse 31. And the Lord Yahushua said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat.
Right. He wants you out.
That's right, bro.
And a sifter, when you put, when you sift, like let's say flour, they get the impurities out. So you get the sifter. So you pour the flour, because I think wheat and flour it's a floury. You got flour and you get it from the wheat. When you put in there, you get all the rocks and impurities that's in there when you get the sifter. Yep. So that stays inside of the sifter, and the pure and the good clean wheat or flour comes out. So it's clean and pure. So he's trying to sift you. He's trying to take you out, man. Yep. This Satan trying to take you away from this, man.
But guess what? The elect the Lord is going to sift the elect according to Amos chapter 9. And guess what? Not one least grain shall fall upon the earth.
Right, exactly.
So the Lord know who his elect are. So just like Satan is sifting, hey man, the scriptures say in Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. The Lord create good and evil. So just like he got Satan working for him, sifting who he don't want, and trying to attack us, the Lord is going to sift. All right? And everybody who is the Lord's, he's going to save, man.
All right. Go to, what's that? All right. Go to, let's see if I can get one more verse.
Okay, come on.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead for the last.
That was it.
That was go to we'll go to 8. I'll go to 18 real quick.
Okay, in Ephesians.
Yeah.
Okay, kind. Okay, back in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 18. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
I'm
bro.
I'm gonna go back to 17 real quick. Okay, because this is Revelations. Because this is what Yahushua said on that. This is Revelations 2 and 6. I'm gonna read Ephesians 6 and 17 again. It says, take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, with the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is Revelation 2 and 16. It says, repent, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and I will fight against them with the sword of my mouth. And Yahweh Shai gonna fight against this Satan with the sword of these words, man. Because that's the only way we can fight this devil, man. And Yahweh, the devil, this Satan, and he can't do nothing with it. You see, they can't do that. They can't do nothing with it. It cuts, it devours, it destroys. And they start. And this is the protection we have, fighting them with the words. This is our salvation, man, to fight the wiles of the devil, man. All right, you got go read 18 again, please.
Okay, Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 18, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Hey, I like where it says in the Spirit, man.
Yep.
All right, nothing carnal.
Yep. What? Right. Go ahead. Because when you deal with this, when you stay in the Spirit, they can't gainsay nothing against you, man.
Yeah, I got a precept for you.
Go
too.
ahead,
You ready?
Yep, ready.
Oh, okay, I want to get this in verse 17 in Ephesians chapter 6, but it had escaped my mind, but I'm going to grab it now. This is going to be the book of Jeremiah, chapter 48 and verse 10. But before I get it, let me read Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 17 real quick. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. So we're supposed to take this word, this spiritual sword, and we're supposed to use it. This is Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord Yahweh deceitfully.
That curse them, man, that do it, that come into this thing just for some people coming for speaking Yahweh Shai for gain.
Yep.
So they can put affliction on us too. To put something. I'm loosely translating for my bonds. I think Paul said, man. Go ahead, brother.
And cursed be he that keepeth back his sword, our spiritual sword, from blood, man. Curse, man, if we know this truth, all right, every brother is dealt, like it said in Romans, dealt a measure of faith. Hey, some brothers are on certain levels in these scriptures, all right? But what you do know, man, you're supposed to use it to the best of your ability. From a brother that, like me, that's only been in for so long, I'm supposed to work my talents. This brother, he supposed to work his talents to what the Lord gave him all the way up to the Apostle Tahar. You know, he working his talents. You know, but we're not supposed to hold back our spiritual sword. This is our power. All right, this is gonna give us protection. This can actually save our life, man.
Yep. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get burnt up in the crisp. We're trying to see the kingdom in the first run, man. Mm-hmm. All right. This is Luke 21:15. It says, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist." So the adversaries are not going to be able to gainsay or resist it. And they can't resist it because the Spirit of the Lord is on you, man. You know, when it get down to the nitty gritty, you're gonna understand, man. The spirit of the Lord and the words of Yahweh Shem Shah is our protection, the continuing faith in the name of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. So we resist the devil, and resist the devil, he'll flee.
Yeah, I resist the devil, he shall flee.
And that's how you resist him with what? The spiritual weaponry that Yahweh Shem Shah gave to you, man.
Right. I got
Right.
it real quick.
You got it? You want to get it?
Kyle Bible shot. Let me see here. I know it. Salaki.
What you looking for?
Oh, I got it right here.
Okay,
This is St. James chapter 4 and verse 7. Submit yourselves therefore to the Most High Yahweh. Resist the devil and he will flee from you.
Exactly.
You know, when you said that, it made me think of the scripture.
That's what it's supposed to do too. It's supposed to do that to men of the Lord. Now you can go to the Christian church, you won't find that. They done sat in there and just hooped and hollered. You go to the so-called the world. Most people ain't gonna resist the word. They just gonna follow in and join in. But when the Spirit get on brothers, like the brother said, it made them think, because the Spirit is a spiritual. This is a spiritual walk. You know, and the Spirit sticks with brothers and it protects us, man. And that's what we're trying to do. It says, walk ye in the Spirit. You know, not after the flesh, man. So this thing is our protection. So we, you know, it's all thankful to Yahweh Shem Shah. And at least let us get the understanding of that we're Israelites and the way that this broke down, and you know, and double honors to the apostles. And it's thankful, man. We're thankful for this, man. For the understanding, man. Through Yahweh Shem Shah. Right. Because it's all about Yahweh Shem Shah. You know, we nothing but dust. And you know, and giving us the key to understand how we can be saved. The key. Right? Yep. You know, and sometimes when you try to do videos for a second, it goes longer than you think. So it's always the Spirit that wants certain scriptures to come out. You know, to project it to the people out there, to the Israelites that's coming to hear. So hey, yo, and with that, got something else?
No.
So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekakadash, the roundest peace salutations to you, brothers, and all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.